Didn't see that coming.
Carl and Brother here from Brrraaains A Head-Banging Life, gbhblofficial for short. And it's reaction time, checking out a track from Oak Pantheon's third full-length album, The Absence, which was released on January 20th, 2023. Listen, these guys aren't easy to categorize. You want to call them metal, you can do, but look, it's atmospheric black metal. You got a bit of folk, bit of post in there, lots of melody, harsh heaviness, intensity. It's an genre-bending band, and The Absence really blew me away. It got 10 out of 10 when I reviewed it on the site. Thoroughly enjoyed it. I've got a load of tracks to choose from in regards to which was like, let's do a reaction for one of them. And because of, the album at the time recording isn't out, I've got to be limited. So we are going to be checking out Listen from the album, 6 minutes and 23 seconds. Track I thoroughly enjoyed, particularly because it's like I partnered it up with the first track in the album. The first track was called Become a Nun, and then Listen was there. And I partnered it up because they were basically, to me, the perfect example. If you listen to those first two tracks, you will get, in a nutshell, everything you need to know about Oak Pantheon. From melodies and folk and atmosphere in the first, to something that's more aggressive and heavier and nastier in the second track. So I kind of figured it was a perfect way to kind of get that on the album. But yeah, I'm a big fan of this album. You got any familiarity with them?
No, I don't recognize. I mean, I know that you gave it 10 out of 10, obviously, because when I added my one to the list, I saw it.
Yeah.
But I don't know the band. I haven't listened to the album myself yet. So
cool. Then that's the joy. You're going to get to hear it now. Let's do this in 3, 2, 1, go. No video.
see that coming. Well, there's a lot going on there, wasn't there?
Yes, it's a busy track, isn't it?
It's weird because I know you said at the beginning it was difficult to necessarily categorize them in, one particular way. I could see that. I was like, yeah, shit, fuck, trying to place these in a genre. But like, sort of, I think some of the ones you mentioned, like I didn't really get any of that, like
in that track,
atmospheric black, folk, anything like that. None of that's a negative, but just I can see like how hard it must be to categorize if they also have that other stuff across different parts of the album.
That's it. It's that exactly, Brendan. It's that
they're just metal, aren't they? It's just a metal. I thought it was really first time, it was really interesting to listen to because there's a lot happening, right? It wasn't a lot like it's oh my god, this song is so busy because it wasn't all coming at you at one time. It was just moving through different phases and different things were happening. And I was certainly being kept on my toes because although I said it once, there were like 2 or 3 other moments as well where I 100% didn't see something coming. And then it came. And then I was, as you often do when that happens, you're like, your first instant reaction is, oh, what's this?
Yeah.
And then you either settle to like it or you don't. And in each time I settled to like it. First time the clean vocals came in was one such moment. But I liked it a lot. I like the clean vocals. I like the chorus. It's really, really well, kind of chorus. I assume it's a chorus. We've had enough.
Yep.
Just listen.
Yep.
I like the clarity in it as well, even within the black metal vocals, which he's got. But like, I obviously I don't know how many singers there are or anything like that, but all the vocals were really strong. I thought the black metal vocals were really strong. When it started off, my instant kind of thought was like, but this is kind of like a thrash groove metal sort of beat. You know what I mean? I was like, oh, okay. It's not what I was expecting at all. Which again just kept me on my toes. The sudden, almost like off a cliff stop. That really threw me again. I was just like, you're kind of in the flow, and I was like, oh, what the fuck are they doing now? But again, it was all positives because it was like it was in an exciting way because, I guess if it didn't have those moments in it, and then it was like 6 minutes long, I probably would have got bored. over the, if it was just like that one sort of style going all the way through. So it's 6 minutes long because they've obviously got a lot of creativity and ideas and variety, even within a single track, never mind what may happen on an album. I like the guitars, the drums, everything was great. There's lots of nice little moments, even in the vocals, when the chorus or in other parts of it as well. There's like, you get the kind of harmonize is not really the right word, but the black metal sort of sitting just below the cleans, and you get that kind of dual layer of vocals, which I love. I always will love that, So yeah, I mean, it surprised me, as in just, I don't know why it surprised me, because I had no like real kind of, I had no position on the band because I didn't really know them. I guess because there's no video, I was looking at the cover for a bit, and then I was looking at the band like on the internet.
Yeah.
And on again, on the Encyclopedia Metalum or whatever, they were categorized as atmospheric black and all that. So I guess that just puts you in a mindset, doesn't it? And you're like, okay. And then when it's not happening, you're like, oh, maybe it'll come in a minute, And then when something else will happen, you'll be like, nope, that's not it. So yeah, but look, I thought it was really, really strong. I really enjoyed it. I did. I think I need to listen to it again without that. I've almost tried to pre-categorize them into a genre, and then I've been waiting for that genre because I really enjoyed it. But now I can just forget all of that shit now, and then just listen to it as a song, and obviously listen to the album as well to see what else is going on. It sounds like it, I don't know, like sometimes I think it can sound like a bad thing, and you go like, it sounds like it's going to be a lot of like busy and all these different sort of genres and subgenres in the mix and that, but I also like that sometimes as well, to be fair. As long as it's done well, it doesn't really matter. I don't care what genre you're doing, as long as it's done well.
Yeah, I mean, when I said that at the start, it is very much prominent in my head that I'm limited to what tracks I can show, because I did consider the other single, which is Bard of a Hellbent Ages, which is certainly leaning towards more a blacker side, but quite eccentric as well, shorter too. But folks, when you do listen to this album, I'd say contrast this to something like Beating Heart, which comes not directly after it, because Disassociate comes first, but Beating Heart is like, I get what you're saying. Like, it's almost one of those listen to it in a bubble, can in no way properly explain to you what Oak Pantheon are. And I get that. And it's easy for me to sit and say, well, no, you'll get all this in the album and stuff like that. The idea is we're doing this reaction video based around this one particular song. And the idea is hopefully you'll come away from that, not necessarily I'm going to go check out the full album, but you thought that was a banger. And for me, it's just consistently interesting all the way through. I find myself fascinated with the rhythmic structure of it all, I almost feel it's progressive in nature more than anything else. So, I'm already sold. I gave this damn album 10 out of 10. And praised the hell out of this tracks. I was already sold. You would have wanted to be sold,
Oh yeah, I'm sold on that song. I definitely 100% want to listen to that song again. And because I enjoyed it, so the best way to do that is just to download the album. That's why I'm just quickly making a note so I don't forget what the name of the fucking thing is by the morning.
Yeah, The Absence. Yep, The Absence. It's from The Absence. That was Listen by Oak Pantheon. What do you reckon? You got any thoughts on it? You know what to do. Let us know in the comments.
Thank you very much for watching. If you liked what you saw, please help us out by giving us a thumbs up and hitting that subscribe button. If you really liked what you saw, consider donating to keep the website and channel running by buying us a coffee via our coffee page or picking up some merch from our Big Cartel store. You can check us out on gbhbl.com as well as via our social media, Facebook, Instagram and Twitter, as well as listen to our interviews via SoundCloud, Apple Music and Spotify. Just search for GBHBL. Games, horror and heavy metal. What else is life for?